I've got 4 hard truths about relationships for you today. And we're just going to jump right off into it. No hocus pocus, just focus, focus, focus for the day. Here we go. When we talk about focus, uh, we talk about relationships. You understand relationships are very, very difficult to maintain. And when you don't understand what relationship is all about, it's hard for you to keep it going. It's hard for you to keep it growing. It's hard for you to keep it being stabilized. And if not anything that's not stable, doesn't have a firm foundation, will do what? Fall down. Okay. And sometimes when a relationship fall down, ladies and gentlemen, it will not get back up. It cannot get back up because it's crumbled. And anything crumbled, you cannot bring it back together. Okay. So I'm gonna give you 4 things today about truths about relationship. Number one, the longer you stay in a relationship with someone who doesn't give you what you want, the less you believe you actually deserve it. Yeah, it plays your mind plays tricks on you. You're not getting it, so well, maybe I'm not getting the love, so maybe I don't deserve it. Number two, you have to train your mind to be stronger than your feelings. Yeah, your mind, man. I keep telling y'all, got to get your mind right. You said, "What about me? I thought love was about the heart." It's about the heart and the mind. You know, you got to have the mind right to understand what you're dealing with. When your mind is right, your heart's going to be right. Number three, we're going to look at don't let your desire to be in a relationship persuade you to settle for the wrong person. Hmm? You can't settle for anybody just because you want to be hooked up, booked up, cooked up with somebody. You want somebody to sleep in your bed with you. You want to take anybody? Come on, man. Let's grow up. Number four, we're going to look at never fight for love. If it's not given freely, it's not given freely. It's not worth having. Okay? Somebody don't give you their love. You got to beg them. You got to kiss their feet. Nah, I'm not the one, sister. Take it back. I don't know. So we're gonna talk about all those things we're gonna reach out today. We're gonna reach out, teach out, preach out, whatever we got to do to get these 4 truths about hard truths about relationships over to you. Are you with me, G? Let's go. Here we go. Number one is what? Number one. The longer you stay with someone who doesn't give you what you want, the less you believe you deserve it. You actually deserve it. Yeah. And what happens all too more often than not, the person that you're with really doesn't care about you. And so when you don't care about someone, what? You invest no time with them. Little energy, little effort. You know, they're just like I talked to you about a monkey, like a monkey brain, standby. You know? Well, my main man is over there, but he's just a standby and you'll do anything. You just, come on, man. You don't put money, you don't put time in somebody that don't give a flip about you. Okay? You don't do that. But a lot of you doing it. The longer you stay with someone who doesn't give you what you want, the less you deserve. You believe you deserve it. You got to have a belief about you. You got to believe in your mind and your heart that you know who you are, what you are, whose you are, and what you can do, what you bring to the table. What are you bringing to the table? Maybe that could it be that that's why she don't give a flip about you. You're not bringing nothing to the table. You don't have a job. You nasty. You got a nasty mind. Yeah, and you talk all about the could it be that maybe that's really why they you don't feel like you deserve it because you don't deserve it. That's possibly true sometimes, but in many instances it's not true. You are deserving and you just don't know it because the person that you're dealing with continuously to berate you to make you think you're not worthy of her love, you're not worthy of her time, you're not worthy of her dime. And you sitting up there believing it. You got to have a strong mind. If your mind ain't right, stay the H out of relationship. Because you're gonna be taken advantage of every time, buddy. Yeah. You Mr. Black man, you Mr. Brown man, you Mr. Caucasian. Yeah, you're gonna be taken advantage of. Ladies too. Men take advantage of them too all the time. Don't settle for less. Always know your value, man. You see, I know who I am. I know whose I am, huh? The most high God, I know that. We be like that. Okay. I know whose I am. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. And ain't nobody gonna change me. Ain't nobody gonna rearrange me. Okay. So you gotta be careful who you hook up, and book up with. If they have a different faith than you ask for trouble. The Bible said that you should not be what? Unequally yoked. You yoked up, booked up, cooked up, shook up with some woman that's a Muslim and you a Christian, you asking for trouble, buddy. Get that right. Okay, get that straight before you get deep in your relationship. And then it's important to understand. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. Always know your value. Always know your morality, your values, your standards, Your boundaries when you get in a relationship, and you won't be setting yourself up for failure. You will be setting yourself up for success in a relationship. That's what you're going to be doing, and it's important. When you get in a relationship, it's just not a fly-by-night thing. Relationships are something that you get in that will last. Okay, last. Like Keith West say, make it last forever. You know, my relationship with Lisa D will last me forever, for the rest of my life, as long as I'm on this earth. That's why I know how I know I'm committed. When you don't have a commitment, you will drop out. You know, you will drop out. You're like, where Bobbie at? Where BobbieD? He gone. She ain't gonna say that about me. She might leave, but I ain't going nowhere. I am committed to her. And I think she's committed to me as well. When you have a commitment, you can last forever in a lifetime because you got it in your heart and you got it in your mind. You ain't going nowhere. She for me, I'm for her, through thick and through thin, the death do we part, sick and the whatever. That's mine. And you stick with that. Okay? That's how you do. That's how you do when you're in a relationship, man. Come on, man. You came to the right place today. Don't settle for less. Always know your values, know who you are, know what you want. That's a problem. Some of y'all right now don't know what you want, don't know what you want, don't know what they do. You just want somebody. I just want somebody. And you'll settle for anything. Mm-hmm. When you settle for anything, that's what you get. Anything. I'm not the one. Don't come up with me and you're a fast tail woman. I'm going to settle for you now. You're not on my agenda, miss. You got to keep us moving. Keep it stepping. Don't step my way. No. I know what I wanted. I know the kind of woman I want. I know the kind of personality I'm looking for. I know the kind of heart. I know she got to be a faithful woman. She got to love the Lord. First of all, first and foremost, she got to love the Lord more than she loved me. And that's the way I roll. How do you roll, mister? Well, you know, she got to look hot. She got to look hot. I just need to make sure she got the big boob. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. What is wrong with you, mister? When you going to stop trying to be 16 and you 45, 55, huh? A teenager, things like that. Let's grow up, man. Come on, let's grow up. I need some men in this house. I don't need no boys. I need some men. And if you want to know how to be a man, keep on watching. Let's go. But yeah, you got to understand, man, the longer you stay, I'm sorry, the wrong one. You got to understand, you have to train your mind. Yeah, you got to train your mind, man. You got to train your mind. And then let's go back to one more. And let's finish this up. And know who you are. Never allow yourself to be an option. That's what happens. When the other person is the priority in your life, you always catering to that woman. Hey, what do you think? You don't need, honey? You want some more money? You need some more money? What else? What you need, honey? What you need? That puts you on the low level, and that puts you on the high level. That puts you in a weakened position, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and sometimes financially, because you spend all your money on her. Okay, you got to learn, man. Never make somebody your priority when you are just a standby for them. You know, you're not even you're not even in the game with them. You're on the fringe, look outside looking in, and she using you and abusing you. Okay, that's a hard truth. Some of y'all right now, you're in the fringe. I know. Some of y'all right now on a fringe relationship, but you trying to make it like you in there. That you in there. I am in there, man. I'm in there. I'm in the game. What up, y'all? You ain't nothing. All you doing is supplying her financial need. You are an ATM machine in her mind. And every now and then she let you get a little taste of her juice so she can keep you hooked up on the side of the standby. I just profile you, mister. Yeah, you black man, you brown man. You just sitting up there trying to get a little taste and you settle for anything. Don't settle for anything. Don't be don't make her a priority and you nothing to her. Don't do that, man. You're making yourself devalued. You're making yourself worth less. Okay. And in any relationship, you have to have a value. You have to have something you bring to the table. And it's got to be more. If you're going to have a meaningful, loving, caring, sharing relationship, it has to be more than money. I know that sounds strange because everybody wants money, right? But if you want a long-lasting, enduring relationship that's loving, that's straight from the heart, you got to have more than just money. You got to have time. You have emotion. You got to feel. All of those things go into a sustainable, powerful, loving relationship. And if you don't have money, you don't have emotion, you don't have all that stuff wrapped up together, you ain't got nothing. Let's go. Number two. Let's go. Number two. We're talking about 4 hard truths about relationship today. Number 2, you have to train your mind to be stronger than your feelings. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to train your mind, man. That's the problem with us. We let the TV train our mind. We let rap music train our mind. Uh-huh. Yeah. We let CDs we buy from these, whatever train our mind. Come on, man. You have to be able to be disciplined, to watch, be careful about what goes into your eye gates, what goes into your ear gates, okay, and what comes out of your mouth gate. That determines what's in your mind. Yeah. I can tell somebody that's reasonable by how they're talking, how they look, because I know that somewhere along the line, something has infiltrated their minds that's affected them to be reasonable. And I can tell somebody that's crazy too, because they're going to talk crazy stuff. Something is somewhere along the line, something that's infiltrated their mind, and they're talking that yin yang. And I stay away from people like that. You want positive, powerful people in your life. You don't want anybody playing games on you and running a game on you. When you're in a relationship, you have to train your mind to be stronger than your feelings. Don't run on emotions, because emotions will get you all crooked up, cracked up, beat up, busted up. I love. Yeah, it's okay to love somebody, but you don't do crazy stuff for her. Emotions lead you to craziness. Emotions lead you to laziness. Okay? You don't want to be an emotional cripple. You always got to love somebody that you dependent upon them. Come on, man. I'm trying to get you free. I'm trying to set you free, mister. I'm trying to give you the 411 on the hard truth of relationship. Some of you dealing with everything I just said. Some of you, everything I just said, you in it right now. I know. Somebody out there right now in everything I just said. They know it. But yet they choose to ignore it. No, that ain't me, Bobby. That ain't me. That ain't me. Come on, man. Let's be real like steel. Let's look at what you're doing and examine yourself. Okay. I can tell you what you're doing, but you don't want to listen to me. You don't shut me down. That's what happens, man. When you tell people the truth, they shut you down or they turn you off. I gotta turn he ain't talking right. I got no 411. But yeah, you gotta understand, man. You have to train your mind to be stronger than your emotions. Just because you love someone doesn't mean they're good for you. Okay. I loved a lot of girls out there, but they weren't good for me. All it was good for me was for, slam bam, thank you, and that wasn't real lasting. That wasn't loving. That wasn't caring. That was just sex. You can't live off just sex, my guys. You need love. You need an emotional intelligence. What you mean emotional intelligence? You got to be emotionally intelligent. It's like your intelligence in your mind, your mental intelligence, your knowledge. You have fundamentals of everything. You have to have the fundamentals of emotionality in a relationship. What you mean, Bobby? What you mean? Emotions, man. Your feelings. Yeah, the feeling that makes you, I love the feeling that, your feelings. You have to understand it and master your emotions. That's why a lot of women get in trouble right now. Women are very, very emotional creatures. Okay, they just things upset them and they just go to pieces. They and they cry and a lot of times they lose it. And when you're in a relationship with a woman and she loses it, goes an emotional fit, you better walk out the house or walk out the door, lock your door. When they go off in their emotions, man, they get deep in it. It's hard to pull them out. Okay, so I'm telling you, man, master yourself. You know what triggers you. You know what triggers your emotion to be negative. You know what triggers your emotion to be positive. Master yourself and don't let anybody master your emotion. When somebody masters your emotion, know how to push that button and make you cry, know how to push that button and make you, then you in trouble. You in trouble. You in big trouble because they're going to use you and abuse you the way they see fit to get the benefits that they want to get from you. Oh, and you need to be emotionally intelligent. Always value your awareness. Always know your value. Be aware of yourself in every possible way. You have to be aware of your intimacy with that person. You have to have a mutual kindness with that person. You have to have a real commitment. I talked about it earlier. And you have to have a soulful caring. Yeah. All of those are important in a relationship. If you don't have any of those elements, man, and you talking about I love, I question if you really love her. It could be infatuation. It just could be somebody you really like, but you don't really love them. You just think you love them. Okay. You have to know that you know that you know. How do you know that? Time. Time. And then sometimes, not only time, you need some dimes. You need some money. When you put money and you invest money in something or someone, and that shows that you care. And that shows you will work for that. You may love them. Because love is what? Action. Doing, caring, sharing, giving, loving. Huh? That's what love is all about. Giving. So sometimes you got to give him money, but you got to give more important your time as well. And and you associate with that person. That's how you know whether you really are intimately involved and you really love them. All right. Have emotional intelligence. Don't let your emotions control you. You control your emotions. When emotions control you, you become useless. You become selfless because your emotions are evading the reality of life. Your emotions are controlling you and not allowing you to see the truth in life. Emotions can be deceptive. Emotions can be deceiving. Emotions can lead you astray. Deal with your mentality before you deal with emotionality. Okay. Once you understand that it's real, like steel, then you have emotion may come in there. But make sure that your relationship is based upon truth and not a lie. Number three, just a wannabe. Don't let your desire to be in a relationship persuade you to settle for the wrong person. I know a lot of y'all do that. I've done it. My first wife, my ex-wife, man, I was like, man, I gotta have her, what I'm saying? And I was lonely, and I needed somebody else in my life. I was away from home because I was living in North. I had gotten a promotion on my job, right? And they transferred me to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I just met my ex-wife, and I was lonely. I wanted somebody to be with. So we got married. She came out there. I moved her out there with me, and that was the basis of it. I was lonely, and I shouldn't have did it, but I did it anyway. And now, that's life. You learn and you grow and you move on. But yeah, don't ever let your desire to be in a relationship persuade you to settle for wrong. I settled for the wrong person, and I paid the price for it over 20 years of hardship. Okay, blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah. Working for somebody don't give a flip about you. That's hard, man. You know, I didn't really realize it until maybe we were like 15 years deep. That's when I really started seeing. I saw the 411 on the wall. Sometimes it take you a little longer than others to get it. Yeah. And so, but when you see it's not right, man, get out. Okay. So understand, you settle for somebody that you know is wrong for you, they're gonna want you to change. Okay. Every time you see a woman that you or someone that you like, and they say, well, we can get married, but you got to stop that smoking. No, I'm not the one. She's trying to change you. Is smoking good or good? Smoking is not good for you. We know that, right? But that's what you do. That is something. That's you. So nobody should, when you get in a relationship with someone, no one should try to change what's a part of you, which that what identifies you as being you, what identifies you as being who you are, because that's you. And if that person's not meeting your criteria, move on. Don't try to change and rearrange anybody. That's not going to work. And you're fighting a losing battle. And so many relationships based on, well, John, I love you, but you. Okay. It's peanut gallery talking. Oh yeah, okay. But yeah, I forgot what. Yeah, but yeah, don't let nobody change you, man. When you get a relationship, you tell, hey, look, I love you, you love me. I gamble. I'm not changing. And she the fool for marrying a gambling a gambler anyway. Nobody want you don't marry people with vices like that can take you down. You kick them kind of people to the curb. But anyway, yeah, it's important, man. Don't let anybody change you. They have to accept you just how you are, the way you are. Now, if you want to change, you will change on your own desire. Love, real, deep, abiding, faithful love will empower you, will cause you to change. She won't have to make you change. Your love for her or her love for you will cause you to change. Yeah. I met Lisa Deep. I had a lot of stuff I was into. I used to like to, when I was single by myself, I would like to get in the bed and watch TV and eat a pizza. Give me a glass of iced tea. That was my thing. But when I met Lisa D, she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm enjoying myself. What do you mean I'm doing? I'm eating some pizza watching TV. She said, nah, that's not what we're going to do. I said, what you mean that's not? And we battled over that for a few years, man. And then I finally realized it wasn't worth it. I needed to change because to me, that was selfish and stupid. I finally realized it was selfish and it wasn't helping me in any way, and it wasn't helping our relationship. So I changed. I stopped that. I don't eat in the bed and eat pizza in the bed no more and drink iced tea. I sit on the sofa. And then she's trying to get me off the sofa. Now, you need to get to the table. That's the next level, But that's how I'm just trying to give you a very quick example. That's how life is. You change yourself, and it's important to you when you love somebody. Okay. Number 4, don't get ready about this door. Never fight for love if it's not given freely. they don't give you your love freely, it ain't worth nothing. It's worthless. It's a worthless love. It's a meaningless love. It's a valueless love. And you fighting for something you will never, ever have. Yeah. A lot of y'all in that relationship right now, where she's so fine, nobody, she made me feel so good inside, but she don't love you. Did you hear what I said, man? She don't love you. She'll never love you. She just uses you to get what she wants. Is that what you want? To be used and abused? Is that what some people like that though? I'm not trying to come against you because if that's what you like, that's what you like. But I would suggest that you try to move up to another level and get a better relationship. Nobody wants to be used in a relationship. Everybody wants to feel valued. Everybody wants to feel loved. Everybody wants to feel wanted in a relationship. It's so, so very important that you have that mutual love, care, share, and affection in a relation. Because when you do have that, ladies and gentlemen, your love can grow and develop and prosper. And good things begin to happen to your relationship. And your relationship, it'll get stronger and stronger and longer. And every year goes. We're in our 7th year of marriage right now, Lisa D and I. And I will tell you, it has been the best marriage I've ever had to the best person, a woman I've ever met as a relation, as a soulmate. She's just, and I'm not trying to be crazy about it. I'm just being honest. That's it. Whether the question is, could I have found somebody different other than her? Possibly, but she's the one that fit my criteria, and she's the one I met, and that's the one I got. And I have dedicated my relationship, my marital life with her, and she's dedicated with me. We're not going anywhere. That's the way we believe. Both of us have that same mentality. We are lifting each other up on a daily basis. Sometimes we have little tiffs and little arguments here and there, but that's life. Nobody's perfect, and we move on. We understand our deep abiding and our overriding goal is to live together in harmony, and we move on. And what anchors us mostly is our relationship with the Lord. She loves the Lord, and I do too. And we know that we have to live a godly life. I mean, we got to be God-fearing people. When we understand that, we're doing bad stuff. Because sometimes, even if you're a good man, you can do some bad stuff. Sometimes, if you're a good woman, you can do some bad stuff, But when you realize you're doing bad, you repent, you move forward, and you do what's right. So that's what it is, man. 4 hard truths about relationships. If you want to live your life right, tight, long, strong, you'll recognize some of these hard truths I mentioned, and you will make changes appropriately. Real quick review, thumbnail for the day. No, hard truth. Yeah. It's like she's going through some stuff right there. And she's trying to be faithful and strong. But she's out. I wish she would change. I wish she would change. You know what I'm saying? That's what she loves. And so we talked about 4 things. Number 1, focus. The longer you stay with someone who doesn't give you what you want, the less you believe you actually deserve it. It messes with your mind. Huh? You never getting it right. Well, she never give me no affection. She never give me no time. Maybe I'm not good enough. I don't deserve that. I'm just a weak man. She needs a strong. You putting your own self down. She putting you down too. Come on, man. Let's move on. Number 2, we talked about you have to train your mind, man. You got to be stronger than your feelings. There's a weak person that always give into their feelings. You have to learn that feelings are just a barometer of how you feel. It doesn't make it true. I could feel like I got $1 million in the bank. That's a feeling. It doesn't make it true, right? You got to understand the difference. And a lot of us don't understand that difference between feelings and emotions. We get it all mixed up and we get all messed up. Number 3, we talked about don't let your desire to be in a relationship persuade you to settle for the wrong person. You just got to have somebody. You feel all weak and lonely by yourself. And I just got to have somebody. And you settle for the first Joe Blow or Jane Doe coming your way, and you mess yourself up. Okay? Don't do that, man. Hold up. Be strong. Keep yourself rooted in your standards. Keep yourself rooted in your boundaries of who you're looking for and your criteria. And if you can do that, the right one will come along. If you keep praying, you're going to be all right. And then we talked about never fight for love, man. If the person don't love you, they don't give you their love, you can't make nobody love you. I remember the song, Jennifer Holly, well, I'm telling you, you're going to love me. Remember that song? Yes, you are. Yes, you can't make nobody love you, lady. That's one of the worst songs that was ever made in the history of mankind. Because women think they're going to make a man love them. They're going to make him. They're going to change him. They're going to break him. They're going to take him. They're going to shake him. And you ain't going to do nothing. If he don't love you, he don't love you. You can't make him. Okay? That's just the way it is. Well, I'm gonna do everything I can for him. Then he'll see the value in me. He will never see the value in you because you're valueless in his life. It's whatever it is, how you look, how you talk, where you were born. I don't know. There's something about you that he will never see, and that's why he treats you the way you are. Okay, understand that, ladies and gentlemen. Very important to understand. Never fight for love if it's not freely given. It is not worth your having it. Okay, that's it, man. Real quick. See how I did it? See how I did that today? Wham! Out there in no time. That's the new me. Y'all gonna see me doing the same format. I'm gonna run it tight, long and strong. All right, we gotta find out who's rubbing off top of the buffed up and up the first man in his house. Who that said he gonna beat them? Say, people get ready. There's a train is coming. Don't need no ticket. It just gets on, boy. All you need is love. Who? Say it again. Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. It just gets on board. Get on board. Let's ride the train. We gotta find out who's rubbing off top of the buffed up and up the first man. Now, here's how I want to know who that said they gonna beat them. So, I need to know. Let's go. I'm gonna find out who it is. Who that is. When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot. Toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot. All aboard. Let's ride this train. Y'all ready, man? Okay, who that is? I'm getting right up in there, and we're gonna run it, man. I ain't playing. I don't fluff nothing up no more. We run it quick, right, tight, long, strong. Let's go. Smooth sound, number one in the house today. What's up, my brother? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. He said, "Hello there. Did I beat those saints today?" Yeah, man. You got the saints on the ground today. You made it, man. You are number one, and congrats to you, man. You did it right, tight, long, and strong. You weren't playing. You weren't taking no prisoners. You stepped out and you made a statement today to everybody on this train. I'm number one. It is now 10:01 a.m. at November 16th, and you made a statement on the train that it will never be erased in the annals of history that you are number one on the train for today. Congrats to you, man. He made history today. And that's a big thing for him because he's always number two. Not always, but most of the time he's number two. So hey, number one, you made it, man. Congrats to you, Smooth Sound. Hope you're doing okay today. And everybody in the Florida area, typhoon with Hurricane Nicole, hope it didn't mess with you too much out there. I don't know if it came your way or not. But so right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the process of, there's some very, very historical things going on right now. I'm going to briefly discuss that. We got our president in Indonesia, Bali, Indonesia, at the G20 summit. And now I've just got word that the Russians, or a Russian-made bomb, missile, two of them, hit in Poland. Okay, two people are dead because of that. And now they're in the process of trying to determine, was this intentional? Was it accidental? Was it incidental? And then they're also trying to determine, because the bombs were Russian made doesn't mean that Russia sent the bomb. Russia is denying it. Okay. And as you know, the NATO, Poland is a NATO member, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. They're a NATO member. And if Article 5 kicks in, that means that anytime a NATO member country is attacked, all of the NATO members, they attack one, they attack all. Everybody comes to their aid to respond. So this is a very, very critical historical time right now. It depends on if that was intentional. If it was, I feel sorry for whoever did it. They're saying it's Russia. We don't know for sure, but it's going to come out. If Russia did that intentionally, and that's what they determined, we're looking at probably another World War III, coming up here. So y'all need to be in prayer. I don't want to see it happen. If it does, but be in prayer that these people that go about the investigation of what happened, that they do it carefully, prayerfully, because we don't want war. That's the last thing we want. But sometimes you got to fight, you got to fight for your rights. If you want to be counted and you want to be valued and you want to be treated fairly. But we don't want, that's the last thing we want, okay? Y'all be in prayer for that. Right, train BobbieD, One Nation of Good Love. Who we got? Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy? How you doing, brother? Got in the house, woo. Got in the house, woo. He said, cheated, pumpkin eater. Smooth Sound, he said, you cheated. He cheated. Smooth Sound, you cheated. Nah, man, you cheated. Let me see, he got you by Man, Winfrey Hayes, he got you about 4 whole minutes, man. Come on, man. Murphy, you know the drill. Number two, jump. You do it just fine. Ryan Chamberlain, who we got? Murphy Hayes, congratulations, Smooth. You made it, man. You made it. You did that thing right tight. I called you a cheater, but I was just playing, man. But you all right. You did it, man. Congrats to you, man. Let's go, Ryan Chamberlain. Who we got? TLM in the house today. What's up, man? He said, morning, bro, from Quezon City. Quezon City, hey, man, you right down the road. You about an 2 hour, hour and a half flight away from me. 1 hour away from me. And I've been to Quezon City a lot of times. It's a nice city, but I wouldn't want to live there. I'm sorry, man. I'm just be honest. I wouldn't want to. I've been there a lot of time. Me and Lissy been out there. It's too many people out there, and every time you turn around, somebody want to come up on you, sell you some stuff. Look, man, I don't need all that because they see you're foreign. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Good to see you now. Who we got? He said, preach. TLM, I said, preach. Thank you, man. I preach, I teach it, I bring it, I sing it, I sling it. You know, I'm like a gunslinger, man. I can handle it all. I can handle it all. I can handle it all. Let's go, Ryan Chain. We got Michael Meraday. Michael Meraday. What's up, Meraday? He said, if you cheated, she would be furious. Lisa D, you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you this about Lisa D. When I first started dating her, she was a jealous freak. Jealousy was all over. She didn't want nobody to look at me. She didn't want me to say nothing. And then as we got time in, she knew me. She knew that I wasn't. Because the reason why she was so jealous, she thought I was a player. But I kept telling her, I'm not like that. I'm not. She wouldn't believe me. But as time grew and we grew together, she ain't got the jealousy no more. I mean, she have a little bit of it, but not compared to where it was when we first started dating. And then we got married. After we got married, the jealousy went down a little bit. So she still got a little bit of it, but most of the time she trusts me. And that's cuts it. When a woman trusts you unequivocally, that cuts out the jealousy. When I trust Lisa D, but I think she has, I'll be honest with you, she has more trust for me than I have for her. I'll be honest. She trusts me. Well, I don't be like, what are you looking at? What's up? Who's that? I'm checking them out. That's what I do. I haven't got to the level where she is yet. You know, and that's I don't know why. I think because I got that old man love. You know, that old man love is a strong love, man. You like, who look at? That's my woman. But that's I just want to give you some insight, man. What you said about her being jealous. She's not. She used to be like that, real strong, but she backed off on a lot of that. Let's go, Roger. We got Murphy Hayes. That's true. They have to be committed. Yeah, there has to be commitment, man. You just can't if you have no commitments, you got nothing. If you're in a really serious relationship long term, there must be some guidelines. There must be some structure. There must be some commitments for you to continue in that relationship. You know, some people say, well, I need the paper. You need the paper. You need to get married. That's commitment. And some people say, well, you don't need that paper. That's okay. And you really don't need the paper. If you can have a verbal commitment, that means you got to live in a relationship. You don't have it legal. You just got verbal. That's still a verbal commitment. Might not be legal, right? But it's still a verbally binding commitment. And some of us take it to the next level. We have a legally binding commitment. We got that paper, and we got the ring. So your commitment must be paramount if you want to be a long-term, loving, caring, sharing. You got to have it, man. You said, well, BobbieD, I don't want to get married. I'm telling you, getting married with her. I mean, if that's what she wants, that's what you want, that's fine. But you don't have to get married to be committed. You don't. Legally committed. You could be verbally committed to someone. There's many couples nowadays that they ain't thinking about getting married, but they have long-term committed relationships, monogamous relationships, and they're still going strong. Does that mean that just because they're not married, they're not real love? No, it's real love. It's just not, they haven't decided to take it to the next legal level yet. Let's go, Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation, a group of love. Who we got? Who, Sam? He said, yes, I cheated this time. He ain't cheating, man. He was honest this time, man. Let's go right here. We got Smooth. He said, thanks, BobbieD. I hope you're over the jet lag. Yeah, Murphy Hayes just getting back in town. He's been back, 2 or 3 days now? So he should be starting to recover from the jet lag. The jet lag will get you, man. It will get you bad. When I first started coming out here to visit, first time I got out here, I thought I was okay. And the lady I met was Susan, and she had her sister and all a bunch of, I was nodding off. And I was, I didn't take no rest or nothing. I went to the hotel. They went with me because they met me at the airport. And I got in a hotel and I showered and she said, let's go out there. I said, well, you sure? I said, okay. I was like, thought I was all right, you know. We go out there. We went to some kind of restaurant or something. And they sitting up there chit-chatting. I was like, is he okay? I said, what? Then what I do, I wasn't right. I wasn't feeling right. I was listening to them talk, right? But I wasn't really listening. I was there, but I wasn't really there. That jet lag would kick my butt. So every time after that, I make sure the first day or so, I get my body. I stay in the hotel, get my body right. I don't be doing that. Let's go, Ron J. Who we got? Maybe I'm getting over it finally. Yeah, it takes like, some people take longer than others. It would normally take me about 2 days, day and a half to 2 days. And then you feel lethargical, you feel listless, you don't want to do nothing, you just want to lay around. That's the jet lag. Sometimes some people get headaches, you know, some people get upset stomach. It's just everybody reacts and does it a little bit differently. In my case, I would just feel tired and sleepy, and I didn't want to do nothing, you know. And some of the time when I came back from my trips from the Philippines, I had a schedule where I had to go to work that next day, and that was really messed up then. So I stopped scheduling like that. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Smooth. He said, I know the feeling material. Yeah, you know. Smooth been over here before. He know how it is. He been traveling. You've been traveling to the Philippines. He know he got a lady over here, and I think she getting a little bit shady. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. What we got? Smooth said, hey, let's keep King Arthur in mind. The brother stepped in for a moment, then stepped back out. I know it was wife died. I pray that his path not falling. Yeah, we've been lifting Smooth. We've been lifting King Arthur up, along with many other members on the train. We don't know. We know what he said about his wife passing. We are keeping him in prayer, lifting in prayer for that. But we don't know what else is going through. All right. He was a faithful member on the train for a long time, and all of a sudden he just disappeared, and he dropped out. And I thought it was something I did. I said, I don't know. I felt guilty. I'll be honest with you. I felt guilty. I felt that I had done something to offend him, or I said something, because you know me, man. Sometimes I say stuff and I just like go off, you know. And some people can't handle everything I say, and I'm not trying to be purposely malicious. It's just how I am. And if you don't understand me, you will take it the wrong way. Thank goodness most of you, and I said most of you because some of y'all don't, most of you guys understand me. I don't purposely say things from a bad place in me to hurt you. That's not my intention. Unless you coming off on me like a negativity trip, then I'm gonna get back with you. But if you know, I just don't purposely try to hurt people. So I felt bad about it, but now he came back and he's still missing in action. So I feel we need to try to reach out to him. I don't know if I got his. I'm gonna try to find his email. I'm trying to find his email and talk to him, see if I can see what's going on. But yeah, he's a nice guy. He's one of a blessed man on the train. I've never said anything negative about him, even though he left us high and dry. You know, he was a faithful member. I mean, everybody missed him, and he came back. Thank goodness he came back, because I was really tripping on him. You can ask ECD. I said, man, I must have said something. He was faithful. I must have said something to piss him off. You know, that's how I was doing, but it wasn't me. Thank God. But we're gonna be praying for King Arthur, man. He's a blessed man, and I hope he's doing all right. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Remember, he said both King Arthur and Frederick are always in my prayer. Yeah, Frederick Arthur is another one. And I checked with him too. I checked with Frederick. I got his email address. He said he wasn't me. He said he was going through some stuff. You know? So, you know, I was feeling guilty about him too till I checked with him. You know, so I don't know. You know, that's the way the YouTube train is. YouTube is. You have people that come, they stay with you for a while, and they gone. And sometimes they don't leave no understanding of why they left, how they do. And because we have engaged with them on a day in, day out basis on the train, right? We have to develop a relationship. You know? I call Frederick my friend. I call King Arthur my friend. You know, I call Perry Mason, Frederick. You know, they're my friends. So when you missing somebody that you associate on a daily, day in and day out basis, it's hard, man. It's like they just gone. You know, they up and died or something. You know, so it's a loss. And so you have to deal with loss, and you have to continue moving on. And so we understand that these gentlemen had some issues going on in their lives, and they had to back off a little bit. So we're going to continue to pray for them, and hopefully they'll get back on the train. Okay, man? Y'all do that. But that's the way YouTube is. You see people, They come, they be for a little while, and they're gone. And they have their own various reasons for doing it. And so I don't come down on them. I just say, hopefully we'll see them again. Let's go around, Who we got? Terry, please. What's up, Terry? Baby in the house. What's up, Terry? He said, 2. Everybody hit the like button for me one time. 1, 2, 3. Chicha-paya. 1, 2, 3. Chicha-paya. Hit the like button, man. Don't take but a second. Hit that like button. Come on, y'all. Let's do that for me. 1, 2, 3. Chicha-paya. Let's go. Terry Fleming, thank you so much for the donation to the nation. We appreciate you. Terry Fleming is another one of those consistent guys. When you don't see him, usually he's got something going on, or he was sleeping. But we praying for Terry too. He just had a surgery. He's recovering. He's getting stronger every day, and he's gonna be all right. Let's do a dance for Terry Fleming, Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation under Group and Up. I need a dancer in this house today. I need a good one. That can sling it and bring it like we need to. Let's go, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. The hardest working man in the business. The hardest working man in the business. I feel good.
Thinking about Terry Fleming for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love. Thank you so much, brother. From another Martha. We're Ryan Chain, BobbieD, One Nation, a room of love. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He's a hello, love fan. Right back at you, my brother from another mother, too. Right back at you, my brother. Let's go. Who we got? Smooth sounds in the house. He's a hello, Mr. Fleming. Hello, Mr. Fleming. Hello, Mr. Fleming. What's up, man? You good? Ryan Chain. Who we got? Michael Coffee. Need some coffee. What's up, Coffee, man? Are you good? He said, hello, BobbieD. Magandang umaga kabahan ka. Kamusta ka? See from Philippines, from Merch, Mike in USA, Cali. Hey, Mike, we doing good, man. So glad to see you made it today. Mike is preparing himself for his missionary trips. He's going for the medical missions trips, and he's a blessing. He's a nurse in Cali. He does a good job helping people the best way he can. He's been doing it for a long time, and God has been good to him. He's going to try to spare some of the blessings he's been receiving to others. Let's go, Ron Chain, everybody. Who we got? It's Terry Fleming. He said, hello, Smooth Sound. What's up, man? Congrats on being number one. Hey, that's what we do, man. We reach out, we teach out, we preach out to people on this train when they're doing good, Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Move, son. Thank you. Smooth said, thank you. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Smooth. He said, Mr. Bobby, you're a southern boy, not a country boy. Did your mom or granny ever make fried mushroom? He said, mushroom for me. My mother never made. My grandmother, she make fried mushrooms. They would cook mushrooms and mix it and stuff, but they wouldn't fry it. I don't know. I never had fried mushroom till I made some myself one time, and then the lovely Lisa D she makes them all the time for me. Yeah, fried mushroom, and she likes mushrooms. She didn't like them. I introduced her to mushrooms, and she loves mushrooms. Now we eat mushrooms a lot. The big mushrooms, the big ones. They're like, when you eat the big, I forgot the name of them, the big one. They're like meat, man. It tastes like meat. You put some flour on them and you season them right, and you drop them in that oil, and you pull them out. Oh, man, it's good eating. And it saves you. It's just like you eating meat. So if you're trying to pull back on your meat, eat you some fried mushroom, man. That stuff is good. Also, I like fried onions. Y'all like onions? Onion rings? That stuff good. Lisa D cooks on too. She good at that kind of stuff. I don't know what it is, man, but she good at that. But she cooked that kind of stuff. But my people didn't cook it, man. Let's go around here. Who we got? Michael Coffee. Need some. What's up, Michael? He's about hot. Some guys, men, come to the Philippines, but don't do their research on the country. You need to study a little bit first before trying. Yes, man, it's important that you understand the culture and what you're getting yourself into. because you can wind up offending somebody not knowing that you're offending them because you didn't take the time, make the time, take the time to study the culture. I mean, before I came out here, my first time before my first trip, I got online. I was looking at this guy named Pop Z65, and I would watch his show a lot, and I would learn a lot from him. That's how I learned about the Philippines. He was good at his how his shows were good. His YouTube vlogs were very good. I would learn so much from him. But then when I got here, so much he didn't tell me. I was like, okay, but I always study the culture, read up on it, look at vlogs, look at videos on it. A lot of channels out here. When I first started doing videos out here, there wasn't a whole lot of people out here doing it, and especially my black people. But now there's a ton of people out here, man. You can't keep up with, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. The more the merrier. Let's go round chain BobbieD, One Nation of Groove and Love. We got who sound? You right, Mr. Coffee. You need to study that stuff. Come out here not knowing nothing. Smooth sound. Because I've been studying the Philippines ever since I was 9. Ooh, you should know everything about the Philippines, man. You should be an expert. Anything I need to know, contact. If y'all need to know something about Philippines, contact Smooth Sound. He wrote the book on it. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Michael Cobb. He said, Bobby, hello. Guys, man, need to be prepared for the hot, humid, sticky tropical weather. Get ready to do a little sweating from this. Yes, for always. Usually it's hot out here. There's 2 seasons. There's a summer season, and then there's a rainy season. Murphy Hayes came out here during the rainy season. And this year is not really a truly rainy season because we have rain, but it hasn't rained a lot like it normally does at rainy season. But even if it's rainy season, you're still going to be hot and humid and sticky. It's always that way most of the time. And when you're getting into Murphy Hayes came out here when we had a typhoon. Yeah, we had a typhoon so he was in his first typhoon. He got baptized in his first typhoon. It's called Payang, and it devastated the country. The typhoon Payang hit most of every region in the Philippines. It's one of the worst typhoons ever. And Murphy Hayes didn't have light for a while. He went out there to another area. They didn't have light. So he got baptized the hard way. But it's okay, man. You don't panic. Whatever situation you get in, if you're in another country, don't panic. Stay calm. And you can work your way out of it. If you stay calm, when you panic, and you get in emotions, you're gonna get crazy. Okay, that's why I say be disciplined. Have a disciplined mind where you can calm yourself down. Don't let things happen and get you crazy. And you can't get anything. When you're flowing in emotions, the logic flows out the window, and you cannot think properly. When you can't think, you can't act properly to save yourself or somebody else. Sometimes when you can't think, you're just paralyzed. You can't do nothing. Okay, so when situations happen in your life, stay away from emotion and start thinking, how can I get out of this? How can I get it? And how can make this work? Okay, let's go. Terry Fleming, he said, I let lady live her. I let lady live. Okay, he's trying to say, I let my lady live by her own volition. She comes and goes at will through our lives. Though our lives are linked by love. There you go. Sweet, man. Terry Fleming has a new relationship with a lady he loves, and she loves him, but he don't want to tie her down. So you better stay here. I want you in here with me all the time. And you better come and go with you. No, he said, okay. Hey, I love you. You love me. But you don't have to be up and under me all the time. I'm not have to be under you all the time. I trust you. And I trust you. And I trust you to be true to me, and I'm going to be true to you. And we got it like that. When you have a relationship like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's something special. Because most of the time, especially when you're in a new relationship, people don't trust each other. So they build trust pretty quickly. Yeah. And so that's a meaningful element in their relationship, which is trust. He said he lets her come and go and buy her own relationship. He don't make no demands on her. And that's when you see a man don't make demands on a woman, that means he really cares for her and he trusts her. Yeah. And so she's not making any demands on him either. So you have very good foundation for a long-term, strong relationship. You're starting out the right way. You're not making demands on her. She's not making any demands on you. And when you get to a point where you are making demands on each other, that may be your time to break it up. Okay, because you didn't start out that way, but you ended up that way, and that's not the way you may want to go. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Murphy Hayes said, my lady told me I was sent to remove her horns. got bull horns, she's devil horns. And so now she's enrolled in my sixth and horn removal program. He said, I got one horn and one six removed, two sixes and one horn left. Things are going smoothly. You know, you're talking about those sixes, right? The three sixes, the devil, and she had two of them horns. So she was just, yeah, she's just being facetious. She's sort of a mischief type person. Always got to have something going on, and he's like, and every now he get grow a horn in his head too. So, but you know, sometimes when you have people that are opposite, they complement each other, and sometimes it works out very well. You know, uh, me and Lisa D are pretty much similar on a lot of situations. We're not like opposites, total opposites. So what I like, she pretty much likes. What I don't like, she pretty much don't like. But there's some areas where we're totally different, you know, and that's all good. That's what you want in a relationship. There has to be some difference, or else you wouldn't want to be with that person. Because it's like being by yourself, being with yourself again. Who wants to double you? Let's go around and tell everybody who got Michael Coffin. He said, hello, smooth sound. God bless. Keep the faith. Stay positive in your life. From this right, yeah. Smooth sound. Do all of that. Okay? Smooth sound. God bless you. Keep your faith, smooth sound, and stay positive. You're losing the weight. You got some contracts coming in. You're getting your mind right about your lady out there. Because I don't think she for you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think she for you. But you know, that's my opinion. It don't mean it's the truth. Truth and opinion are two different things, right? I can have an opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. You entitled to yours. And I can talk to you like this because we're brothers on this train. I don't think she for you, man. But you know, pray about it. Let's go around train, BobbieD. Who you got? Who? He said, yes, I will, Mr. Cobb. Thank you so much. Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, Sir Murphy, what's up, man? You crazy, man. You crazy, man. Let's go. Ryan Train, who we got? Smooth sounds. He said, put those horns in bronze, Mr. Hayes. He said, yeah, put them horns out. He got them horns up like this. Got the devil horns. Oh, man. Ooh, y'all cracking me up there. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Murray Hayes is Terry. Terry, what's up with you, man? Terry, Michael Coffin, easy. Bobby, hello, guys. Man, be careful eating the food in the street. Vendors in the Philippines, some foreigners have got food poisoning. Yeah, I told you I had one of our members came. I'm not gonna tell you his name because I might embarrass him. Y'all know him too. He's on the train quite often. He came out here and visited us, and he said, I said, how you doing, man? So good to see you. He's okay. And he had his family with him. I said, how y'all doing? He said, I'm doing better now. So what you mean? What happened? He said, I was running to the bathroom. He said, I was running to the bathroom the first day after I got there eating that food out there. I said, what? I said, man, I should have told you now, don't eat the street food, man. Eating that street food got messed up. And it was so bad, man. He had to go to the doctor and get stuff. Yeah, he had to give him some medication and stop him. He was running. Anyway, man, y'all be careful what you eat when you come out here. I always tell you, as a general rule of thumb, if you're buying some food on the street, if you felt compelled to do it, do not buy nothing cold, because that will set up some germ. Heat kills the cold. So if you want to buy something just so you take it off the grill. It's hot. You know, if they had nasty hands or whatever, the heat done kill the germs. Okay, I'm telling you, just to be honest with you, we will eat barbecue. Now, when I say barbecue, don't get in your mind like it's barbecue in the States, because it's not. Not barbecues have barbecue ribs, spare ribs, and all of that. Nah, they don't play that game out here. What they do out here, they cut the meat off the bones, right? And they use that pork. They don't have beef out here. Just have pork rib. They cut the meat off the bone and they put it on a little wooden stick, about that big, and they take the stick and they push it through the meat and they put it on the grill. And they turn it over and over. And so that's what they call barbecue. And they put a little sauce on it. So, but that ain't no barbecue to me. I don't know, but I buy it. But it's pretty good. At least D likes it. But I'll eat that, right? And there's another thing I'll eat because it's got heat. I'll eat a Turon, Turon, Turon. That's a fried banana. And they put a little cinnamon stuff on it. It's good. I like that. But I don't buy it anymore because I had this guy right down the street. He was a street vendor with us. And he tried to, I don't know what's wrong with the guy, man. He tried to get smart with me, man. And he was laughing at me he was making, that's what it was. He was making fun of me with his boys on the side. He was doing his little thing. I said, give me one of those. And he's like, da, da, da. I said, what you? I said, yeah, man. And I started out with him. I didn't know. And Lisa, he told me, you shouldn't have been there. I said, what happened? He said he was talking bad about you. What? I wanted to go back there and snatch him. I said, I know what I'm doing. I said, I want to never buy another piece of Turon from him again. And I've never bought, I haven't eaten no Turon since that time. Because he put a bad taste in my mouth for it, man. I wanted, but he ain't there no more. Thank goodness. He got to put another lady in the spot, but I haven't been back since. Let's go, right train, by Lee. See One Nation, One Group, One Love. Who we got? Don Oz. What's up, Oz? The Wizard of Oz in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up, Wizard? How you doing, Wizard? You all right, man? He said, welcome back, Bobby. Thank you so much, Don. I appreciate that. Where I been? Where you been? Welcome back. I said, welcome back to you, Don. He said, welcome back. I ain't been nowhere. But, I'm sorry. I have to be grammatically correct. Yeah, I've been to school. I got a master's. I got a bachelor's. So I better be grammatically correct. I haven't been anywhere. I've been here all the time. We in these. It seems like we've been going, coming and going, but we always in and out. You know what I'm saying? So good to see you back in the house again, Don. So good to see. We got the Wizard of Oz in the house with us, y'all. Y'all give him a big applause and applause. Shh. Drum beat. Let's go. Smooth. He said the times I've been there, I have never eaten street food. Okay. You're a wise man. You're not taking no chances. Some people, if you have a system of problem with your when you eat stuff with your stomach, you better leave it alone, because if it gets set you off, and you don't want to mess up your whole trip being sick. This guy I was talking to you about, he would have a whole week. He was running a whole week, and I think it was out here about 3 weeks. So one of his week was gone running. So be careful with that. Right, Jane, who we got? Micro coffee, need some coffee. He said, Bobby, hi. You don't know how the meat fish has been sitting out there from the street vendor, lots of flies around. Yeah, that's what you just mentioned. One thing that I have a pet peeve about. These people out here will eat food. They'll a fly will sit right on the food, right? They'll sit there and eat it. I don't eat nothing. If I see a fly on that food, no. The least I'll do is tear the piece off that the fly was on. They don't do it. They just go and eat it. I don't like. That's why when you come out here, you see the people selling fish. They have a fan right under the fish. The fan blows around to blow the fly away. Sometimes it don't blow. It don't get away. And they'll sell that food just like that. They'll know 15,000 flies on that food, but they will still sell it. That's why I got a problem with it. If I see a lot of flies, I'm not gonna buy nothing. I'll be let's go. I don't play that, but that's how they do out here. Ryan Train, who we got? Murphy here. He said, I got upset stomach from airplane food going come. Okay, going and coming back too. Wow, man, that must have been some hard food, man. I don't think I've ever had any problem with airplane food. I don't, and I've had good, but most of my trips been on Korean. They sell good. They have good food. But I've had some other airlines too. I don't think I've ever had any problem. The only problem I had while flying in the air, I don't know if y'all know about this. When you fly in the air, your ears pop, pop. I don't know, it's because of cabin pressure. I don't know what it is. But one time, one flight I did, my ears got stuck up. I couldn't hear anything. And it took, even when I got to the Philippines, I could hear, but it was like in a barrel, people in the barrel. And it took two or 3 days for my ears to get unloose. I don't know what that was, but I was like, thank you, Lord. Let's go, Ryan King. Who we got? Smooth son. He said, there's a buffet in Cebu that has some awesome food. Yeah, there's several buffets out there. They got the Viking. They got, me and Murphy here went to Buffet 101, International Cuisine. I used to like Buffet 101, but the last time I went there, no. All they had was a bunch of seafood. I was looking at some fried chicken, man. They had that Korean fried. I'm like, what is this? Y'all ever had any Korean fried chicken? Oh, man, don't do it, man. Please don't do it. It ain't nothing like American fried chicken. Korean fried chicken piece. No, I ain't gonna say that. I might have some Korean people looking. But don't do it, man. You be like, compared to American fried chicken, Korean fried chicken is no comparison. Okay. And if you come out here, guys, if you order some Filipino fried chicken, you won't be happy after you eat it, because it tastes just like Korean fried chicken. Koreans and the Philippines cook their chicken alike. You know how they cook it? They boil the grease, right? They take the chicken, they clean it or whatever, and they just drop it. They don't put no flour on it, no batter on it, no seasoning, nothing. And so when you get out there, you're like, ooh, it has a very different taste. I don't recommend Filipino fried chicken, North Korean fried chicken. I do highly recommend American fried chicken. KFC, churches, Popeyes. Moon Sound is a street food in the Philippines may also be leftover food that did not sell or was not eaten. Yeah, it's a lot of things. And I think I brought a show on this one time. They have this thing. What's the name of that thing you see when they people go around and get the food from the restaurant that they didn't eat? Hello? Yes. Huh? You know, like the people go, huh? Like that McDonald's, they throw the food out in the trash and people go pick it up. What's that called? Anyway, there's a word for it. I did a show on that one time. What happens here, guys? If you might be eating street food, but it may be that food might have just been picked out of the trash. To compare with you, that's what they do out here. They sell because people have problems buying getting food, right? Paying for food. They don't have no money. They go. They have people that go after McDonald's is closed. McDonald's throw the leftovers in the trash. They go in the garbage, pick all that stuff out, and then they just don't go to one restaurant. They make it work a whole 8 hour shift of it. They go to all the restaurants around in the city, pick out the food. And when they do, they have a whole bags and bags of food, right? So they take the meat, whatever, and they wash it off, right? Wash it off real good. And then they stick that meat and dry it up, and they either they cook it and eat it themselves, or they'll sell it. They resell it to other people for money. Huh? They recook it. There's a Filipino word for it. I can't think of the name now, but I did a broadcast on it, and it is true. You think I'm lying to you? I'm not. I'm not. So when you eat street food, sometimes it may not be uh, the real food. It may have been sitting in the garbage for a while. Don't play with you. This is a foreign country. This is what they do. Yeah. And I'm not trying to put these people down. I'm just showing you there's a difference, and you have to be careful where you eat and what you eat because you don't know where this food's coming from and how it's been set out. Just like Mike said, Ryan Train, who we got? Uh, Michael Coffey, he said, hello, BobbieD. God, man, try to eat most of your foods eating out at the malls there in the Philippines. Watch out for the street vendors. Yeah. All right. When we go to eat, we eat at the malls mostly. We do have a couple of restaurants outside of the malls, but the malls, they usually are clean. And if I find some places nasty, you won't see me back there. Nah, I don't like to go eat and I see a bunch of dirt, or if I smell a bunch of odors. I don't even like this. They got some supermarkets out here that have some very foul odors. I think they're coming from the meat area, but they shouldn't have those odors. That tells me some foul meat in there. And we at least Steve went this place called Gaisano Mall. It was old. That place, that supermarket was bad. And I stopped going there. Now they have cleaned it up recently. I did a video while I was back in there. They cleaned it up. It is nice now. So we go there sometime. But when you find places that ain't right, don't fool with it, man, because you're going to pay for it if you do. Let's go Ryan Train. We got Terry Fleming. He said, I personally have been going through so many issues lately. So when I'm not here, it's nothing but, yeah, I understand, Terry. I understand, man. I know that you're going through some situation, man. So I don't take it personally because I know when Terry's not here, something going on. He's dealing with it. So I don't get upset. I don't get worried. I just pray. Okay. So I got you, man. I got you, man. We still praying for you, Terry. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Michael Coffee. Need some coffee. He's probably hot. God bless and shine all over the love train ride. Keep faith in earth. Mike, thank you so much, Mike. Nurse Mike. Same to you. Right back at you, my brother. Ryan Train. Who we got? Michael Coffee. He's about to be hello. So sorry. I apologize. I have missed some shows, live shows. Been working 10, 12, 14-hour shifts at the acute rehab hospitals. That's okay, Nurse Mike. You're doing your job. You're doing your thing. You're trying to keep people comfortable and alive as long as they can. And so I don't worry about you, man. I know you out there doing your thing and you're doing the right thing. It's a very noble job that you have. You try to assist people the best way you can to help them leave this world in a more dignified manner. So I understand your concern, and we're always praying for you as well. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Move, son. Said Portobello. That's it, man. I'm not. You got me, movie on the same wavelength. Portobello mushrooms are the big ones. Yes, you cook right, you think you're eating steak. Yeah, I love them portobello, man. I ain't had a portobello since I've been out here. These are deep fried, the little small ones, but I like the portobellos. I had portobellos in the USA. She said they cost too much. Yeah, they are costly, but they good, man. You fry them right, put some batter on them. Oh man, you think you eating a steak, man? Just like he said, man, that stuff is good. Let's go right train by easy one nation to go run up. Smooth sound. He said it's okay not to have lights when you have your woman with. It's okay not to have lights when you have your woman with. You can go to opposite ends of the place to get naked. Good opposite ends of the place to get naked and try to find each other and die without talking. Okay, okay, smooth. You see where you at. Now, how you gonna come from mushrooms to get naked? Who does that? Smooth sound. Roger, he says, "Smooth, dang, I just gave Bobby Lee's idea." And we already been doing that. You ain't giving we do all kind of stuff, man. That's but when people love each other, you do experiment, you do stuff. You keep your marriage or your relationship going. Yeah. And we always do stuff differently, and we just don't try to do stuff differently. We make it a purpose habit sometimes. Sometimes we just do the same thing, but sometimes we do stuff differently. That's what being married and having a relationship is all about. Let's go around chain. Who we got? Michael Coffee. He's about hello guys, man. If you're staying in the Philippines, go to the Yellow Mall or SMC side supermarket inside the mall for your fruits and veggies and meat. Okay, let me tell you about that, Mike. Huh? Pug pug. Pug pug. Yeah, that's the term, y'all. This is about the people that go around picking the food out of the restaurants after in the garbage after the restaurant closed. It's called pug pug. Pug pug. That's what it's called. That's food that's been recooked. Recooked food. It's already been cooked and they put it out in the trash, right? So they go take it out the trash, they wash it real clean, and they either sell it, they sell it at a real cheap rate. And people know it's pug pug. They know it's recooked food. And they buy it anyway because it's cheap. They'll either sell it back or they'll give the street people, a lot of street vendors, to save money. They buy the pug pug meat because they know it's cheap rather than buying the real thing. So be careful out there with that street food, man. You don't know what's going on. But as far as buying the veggies, Lisa D will buy veggies from Ayala and the SM fruits and veggies, but it's the meat. She stopped buying the meat because the meat. She said the meat be foul. We had she bought some pork. What she bought? Some pork chops or something one day. We came home and cooked it. It had a bad odor. That's it. That meat ain't good. It smelled bad. So we stopped buying meat from Yellow. We'll buy meat from Robinson's Mall, right, which is not far from us, right down the street. Their meat is very fresh. The fish is fresh, and that's what we buy. She getting ready to go today to Robinson because we just came from Yellow. She didn't buy the meat there because it's bad. But so yeah, and but yeah, be careful where you buy your meat from, man, because a lot of times they'll see you say, "Sir, is that meat fresh?" Yeah, it is. You get it home and stink. Be careful. Ron James, we got smooth sound. He said, a man we on the street food, I will not say his name, but he is a truck driver. Oh, I know you're talking about. He eats street food. I didn't know that. We've been out to dinner with him a few times, and I didn't see him eating no street food, but people do what they do. Let's go, Ron James, BobbieD, this one nation. We got Murray. He said, I don't touch any street food, thank God. Okay. He didn't touch any street food. Good, man. You did the right thing. Your stomach was already upset, so if you touched that, it would have probably made it worse. But you live and you learn. If you don't live and you learn, then you live and you burn. Write that one down. Then thank you. You're welcome. Who we got? Reverend Brown James. Who we got? He said the airplane. I don't understand. You see, you rode American Airlines, so American Airlines must be some bad food. I never rode American Airlines. I would stay away from them. United, I rode United one time, and I would stay away from them too. They wouldn't worth a flip. The best airlines, man, if you want some good food, Korean. Okay, that's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. Now there may be some others out there that I don't know about. They say Qatar Airlines is good with food, and a couple of others, but I'm telling you, man, Korean for the best. You're gonna pay some money now. It's a little bit higher than the other airline, but it's worth it. Okay. And guys, I'm telling you, man, if you're coming to the Philippines, get you first class. Got someone. If I go to USA, we going first class. I don't spend extra money. I'm tired of being squashed up in these little seats and then having a little kid act the fool with me. I'm not playing that game. I don't want me mess with somebody's kid, man. Could you please get your kid, man, please? And I don't like that. When I get on a trip, I guess because I done got older. I don't want to be fooling with nobody unruly child. I don't like that. You can't handle your child. He shouldn't be on the plane. Let's go around train Bobby D. See one shouldn't go one love. We got move. He said, what I don't understand is how the Philippines can be the only country that Spain control that don't have plantains. Plantains. Oh, you talk about the fruit, the vegetable plantains. Okay. Philippines can be the only country that Spain control don't have plantains. Okay, I don't know. I've never eaten. I don't think I've eaten plantains. Plantains look sort of like bananas, but it's called plantains. That's a very interesting and very boring fact. Let's go. Right, everybody, who we got? Murphy. It's so smooth. Good point. I didn't see any plantains there because I had taste for them, but I didn't see any. I've never eaten plantains. I've seen them in the stores, but I don't think I've seen any out here either. See, these what's plantains? I don't think they grew out here. Let's go right here. Who we got? Smooth, he said. They say I've never seen lemons or tangerines there. Ironically, they have grapefruits, but they call them dandelions. I don't know. They call it grapefruit. What do they call the grapefruit out here? Yeah, that's a name they call them. Anyway, they have grapefruit out here, but they call them just like he said. It's a different name they call them. You remember that stuff Joy gave me when I was out there, Chichi? Yeah. It's a fruit. What you call that fruit?
There's a grapefruit in here.
Okay, I understand that, Lisa. But there's another fruit. There's another fruit that looks like a grapefruit, but they call it something else. Anyway, I can't remember. But yeah, they got a lot of stuff out here. They do have lemons out here. They do have tangerines as well. Now, some of the lemons and tangerines are imported, okay, because they don't grow a lot of things out here. They import a lot of the food out here, a lot of things that just don't grow out here. You will have trouble finding milk, regular milk in a bottle or in a box of milk. You'll have milk, liquid milk, hard to find. They have milk in powder. They have that powdered milk. You know why? Because they don't have dairy farms out here. They have powdered milk. So if you got pomelo, that's the name. That's what they call them out here. Smooth down. The grapefruit that looks like the pomelo looks like. Pomelo is just like a grapefruit. Okay, and that's what they call them out here. I don't know about the dandelion, but they call them pomelo. The same thing.
Huh? The green. Big, like a tangerine, bigger than the lemoncito.
Okay.
Small
all
lemon.
Right. Okay. She going somewhere. I don't know. Okay. Thank you. All right. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out here you will see, and you've never seen before. But you got to go out there and look, and you can't sit in the room. So I ain't upside. I ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna never see nothing. Let's go right there. We got mermaids. I found lemons for my tea, and I think I did see tangerines. Yeah, they have tangerines and lemons out here. But the lemons, some of the lemons here, they have regular lemons like in the USA, right? And then they have the small ones, the little tiny small ones. I forgot what they call these. Lemons, it's called lemoncitos. It's real tiny and it's green. It's green. So, but it's the same thing, just different type of variety of lemon. Right, Train, who we got? Murphy, he said, I love plantains. I often eat them cut up like chips, and I sprinkle salt or sugar in them. Okay. I've never had them. I don't know what it's about. So it must taste like, I think they look like, I seen them. They look like bananas, so I guess they got sort of banana taste too. Ryan Train, who we got? Smooth sound. He said, that's how I cook them with you. Okay. All right. Ryan Train, who we got? Michael Coffee needs some coffee. The Bobby hot. Lisa, does Lisa D like to eat balut? No, she doesn't. Does she put salt and vinegar on it? No, she don't like balut. And neither do I. I ate balut. I tasted a piece of it one time. That was one time too much. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby DC, One Nation on the Group of Love. Smooth. He said Emirates airline actually past through Philippines going to Dubai, then fly back. Okay. All right. Emirates. That's the airline. Yeah. One of my friends that lives in Thailand, he said Emirates Airlines has very, very good food, and they treat you like kings and queens, just like Korean does. So that's a good airline to be on. But I don't want to go taking that airline because they're going to take you to the Middle East. I don't want to go no round way to get here. I want the straightest and quickest way I can get here. Don't take me no round about because you trying to save me some money. Nah, I won't pay the money to get here. Let's go, Ryan Jay. Who we got?
I have pancakes right here. It's like banana.
Yeah, I thought so. Murphy, he said that reminds me. I am Brian's 5 bags of ginger tea. Put them in my suitcase. When I got home, there were only 4 ones, so someone stole one of my.
What?
He bought 5 bags of Brian's ginger tea. Bought ginger tea, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he said put them in his bag in his suitcase. But when he got home, there was only 4 bags. Somebody went in his bag, took a bag of ginger tea. I'm telling you, man. Hey, people do anything, man. I would lock my bag. When we go, we lock our bags, and then we have a little lock on it, and we have a key. And then sometimes some of my bags got the little combination. But yeah, you wouldn't. I wouldn't put nothing past you. But when you live in a country that somewhat impoverished and people just trying to make ends meet, they're gonna do what they gotta do. You know, as long as they don't get caught, they think it's okay, but it's not okay. Wrong is wrong, and right is right. You don't do that kind of stuff, and it is not right. Let's go, Ron Chain. We got Murray. Typo, I meant boy. Okay, I got you, man. Ron Chain, Bobby Lee. That's it. All right, guys. This has been real. This has been real. This has been real. Oh, we got to go. We got to go. We got to go. Y'all keep watching programs on Life in the Philippines News. BobbieD Shorts. I haven't done nothing with BobbieD Shorts in a while. I'm gonna get back on it because I've been too busy with the other channels. But I'm gonna get on that as well. I'll be back. Let's see. I might come back tomorrow or the next day, but Friday for sure. I'll be back here. Friday is Veterans Day. So, but if you don't see me tomorrow, I'll be back here Friday, right on the scene like a sex machine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be good out there. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Take care and be praying for Frederick and who else? Terry Fleming, Frederick, Murphy, who? Arthur, King Arthur, yeah. Terry Fleming, King Arthur. Everybody needs prayer on this train. Pray for them because we are prayerful people, and you are God's people. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do. Pray for our brothers and sisters when they're in need. Okay? So that's it for now, guys. This is BobbieD and Lisa D saying take care. God bless and peace. I'll see you on the backside of tomorrow. Peace.